Hey everybody, welcome to Life Worthy with Kate, and I'm Kate. I wanted to give you my 3-month update and also kind of do a what I eat in a day on Optavia. I do not have the super good editing skills to show you guys videos of everything I eat in a day. Maybe I will do that again one other day, maybe this weekend, I don't know, I'll give it a try. But for right now, I'm just going to talk my way through it. So, the reason I want to do the video was because somebody asked me a really interesting question the other day. Most of y'all know that I became a health coach recently. And so the reason I did that was because of how well the program's working for me. But in talking to people about this and encouraging people to go on the journey with me and get healthy themselves and stay healthy themselves, I had somebody ask me a question that kind of threw me for a loop. The question was, what are you depriving of yourself in order to get healthy? I thought about it for a second. I was like, that's an odd way to ask. What do you mean? And he goes, well, what are you eating? What are you not eating? What are you depriving yourself of? The more I think about it, the more I realize that people often equate getting healthy with what you take away from yourself, what you sacrifice for the sake of getting healthy. But that's not what health is about. Health is about getting a balance. It's about getting healthy habits that are sustainable long term, not just saying, oh, I'm going to give up this whole category of food permanently. Because the reality is, you're never going to do it permanently. You're always going to eventually want to have it. So this program is about finding that balance. And at the beginning, in phase 1, when you are losing weight, our program is designed to guide you through it in a no-fail way. The nutrition is already balanced for you. You have 5 snacks of your choice, and there are plenty of them. You get 1 lean and green meal, which is a full meal, not a snack. It is a full meal, and it has 5 to 9 ounces or 5 to 7 ounces of cooked weight protein, which is about 6 to 9 ounces, 12 ounces for some types of seafood, which is a lot, okay? It's a lot of protein. And 3 servings of vegetables. Most vegetables outside of salad greens are ½ cup per serving. Some of them are 1 cup per serving when they are the lower carbohydrate. So all of those things add up to quite a nice meal at the end of the day. I don't know about you. I tended to only cook 1 meal a day anyway, because most of the time I'm busy. I'm at work, I'm doing other things. So my old habit was to run through Chick-fil-A or McDonald's or Whataburger or Las Palapas, which is a Mexican food place here. I would grab a taco. I would grab a hamburger. I would grab fries and more fries and more fries because I liked them. And if you know anything about fast food at all, you know it's addicting as crud. So I ended up having a lot of fast food in my life because of that. If I wasn't doing fast food, I was going to Lenny's Subs or Subway or Schlotzsky's or Quiznos or Panera Bread or a million other places where I could grab a sandwich. So all of those things being said, I was spending somewhere between $20 and $25 a day on food, not counting dinner. And my dinners tended to be out at restaurants, and it was getting to the point where we were eating out 5 to 7 times a week at restaurants. Average bill at a restaurant for my husband and myself was about $57. So if I count that together, I'm spending almost $100 a day on food for myself and my husband combined. So this ended up being a cheaper way of handling nutrition, in addition to being healthier, which is allowing me to not deprive myself of some things like, oh, I don't know, new clothes. That helps. As far as the foods that I'm not eating, it's basically starchy foods. potatoes, rice, bread, things like that. But that being said, I am getting so much food in a day, I don't miss it. I really don't. So what I eat on a day? Well, let's take an example. Let's do what I'm going to eat tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to get up. It's a Saturday, so I'm going to wake up somewhere around 8 o'clock. I am going to have a chocolate-covered cherry shake in my coffee. And basically, I'm going to put the two of them in a blender and blend them up and use the shake as my creamer. So that will be my breakfast. My AM snack is going to be a berry crisp drizzled berry crisp bar, which is basically like a strawberry flavored or berry flavored granola bar with basically the white chocolate yogurt stuff on it. That I'll have somewhere around, if I have my first meal around 9, I'll have my second one around 11:30. And then somewhere around 2 o'clock, we'll have lunch. Lunch for tomorrow, we are going to a memorial service for a parent of a friend of ours. So I need to have it on the go. So it will either be another bar, or it may end up being possibly a brownie that I'll make ahead of time and just stick in my purse. The brownies are always one of my favorite treats. I usually have one every day, but that's just me. My husband doesn't like them so much. He tends to go for the bars better. So I'll do that. And then I will have my next one somewhere around probably 4-ish, 5, somewhere in there. 4:30 or 5. And that one will probably either be a bowl of chili, or it will be a, let's see, might be a chocolate chip cookie, or it could be a buttermilk cheddar biscuit. Honestly, it might be the cheddar biscuit. I kind of like those. They're a good balance of savory in with all the sweet stuff. Dinner tomorrow night is going to be chicken parmesan, which is Parmesan crusted chicken, actually. It's a low-carb version of a chicken parm. And I use Rao's Sensitive Formula Marinara sauce, which is no sugar added, and it counts as a vegetable. So I can do 1/4 of a cup of Rao's sauce with the Parmesan crusted chicken, and I can add in zucchini on the side, or perhaps I will do a salad. So those are options. So I will do that. And then later on in the evening, I will have my last fueling, if I'm counting this right. So I've got my shake in the morning. I've got my my bar in the mid-morning, before noon. I've got my lunch, which is probably going to be my brownie or my chocolate chip cookie. Then I'm going to have my cheddar biscuit. So those are 4 fuelings. I'll have dinner, which is the 5th meal of the day. And for dessert, I am probably going to make a strawberry milkshake and or ice cream. I'm not sure how I'm going to prep that. Part of it depends on the number of condiments that I use in my lean and green meal. If I use a little more condiment with my chicken parmesan, then I will make it into a milkshake, where I'm just literally making it into a shake. Blending ice and the shake together to make kind of a milkshake type consistency. If, however, I can keep the condiments down on my Parmesan crusted chicken, then I will be able to add in some cream cheese to my blender along with the shake and the ice, and that will make me ice cream. So one way or the other. So that's what I eat in a day. It's quite a bit of food. But the reality is they are all small meals, except for the lean and green. So because of that, I'm getting fueled all day. I won't get hungry, and it still works as a grab and go option. So that's an example of a day. Now, my 3-month update. I am down to 180 pounds, guys. I started off at 225. I did try to do things on my own for a while and got down to 219. And that's when I started the program. And so I had essentially lost all of my water weight prior to beginning the program. I started 3 days before Christmas, and I stayed on it, and I've been very strict about it. I've had a couple of mess up days where I have gone off plan because of my schedule, because of my circumstances. Being out of town and visiting friends I hadn't seen in 10 years last week was a good reason for me to go to a restaurant with them and celebrate and have a glass of wine and, you know, have my meal. But then I got right back on plan the next day and went forward. That being said, I did have 3 weeks of a stall where the scale did not move at all, but I still did not have acid reflux. I still did not have an acne breakout. I still did not have the swollen joints or swollen fingers that I've had in the past. Everything that I had before as a non-scale victory has continued to be the case. In addition to that, I have had a couple of new things happen, one of which being that I needed new clothes badly. So after my stall out broke and I started losing weight again, I ended up not being able to fit into the size 12s that I had been wearing. And so I needed 10s. I will tell you, I had not owned a pair of size 10 pants since I was 26, maybe 27. But it's been quite a while. So I just didn't own any. They were literally not in my closet. So I ended up going with my husband to the Shein pop-up store in Austin this past weekend. And I went and got these lovely crepe pants that are a beautiful color. I'm liking the buttons. I'm liking having fun stuff on my clothes because I'm not just trying to cover everything up. I'm enjoying having prints and not looking like I'm in plus size clothes from Lane Bryant. Not that there's anything against those clothes, but they tend to put big prints on stuff when you're heavy for some reason, and I've never understood it because they tend to make you look even bigger. But I can now comfortably wear a pattern and be happy. So there's that. I was able to go into the store and literally say, okay, I'm going to stick to larges and mediums, but I want to try this and I want to try that and I want to try that. I didn't have to sit there and go, do you have a bigger size? I didn't have to sit there and go, do they make this in a size 15 or 16? Do they make this in an 18? Which is what I was doing back in December. In fact, in December, I was having trouble finding clothes for my husband's birthday party because I literally did not fit into my size 16 dresses. They did not want to zip closed, so that was a problem. This past weekend, like I said, I was down into 10s, and it is the end of March. So it has been 3 months since I started this. I am down 45 pounds. I am down many inches. I've actually kind of lost count. But to give you an idea, my waist has gone from a 40 or 38.6 to a 28.5. So that is a 10-inch loss off my waist. My bra size has gone from a 44 triple D down to a 36 double D. Which is a normal bra size. Yay! Shirts actually fit and they don't pull. It's great. Hadn't done that in a while. I've lost 2 inches off my arms, which means that I'm not trying to reach for the sleeveless tops because I can't fit my arms in the sleeves. I still have trouble in some outfits because my shoulders are very broad, and so some of them are not designed to go all the way across my back. But I am not limiting myself based on sleeves so much anymore. I had to get some new shoes. I went from a size 8 to a size 7. And I'm liking the shoes that I have because I'm able to wear heels again without breaking the heels off, which I was doing before. I've had several pairs of shoes give out on me because of my weight, and I am walking around in heels now. I'm quite happy, thank you. So lots of non-scale victories, lots of good things have happened. I am much more comfortable in my clothing. I'm much more comfortable in my skin, and that's always a good thing. Of course, as with any journey, your relationship with food, your relationship with water, your relationship with sleep, your relationship with motion, and your relationship with your own being are extremely important, and they are all flip sides of the same coin. So remember to live a life-worthy life, not a dieting life. Try your best to live your biggest life possible in whatever way that means for you. And remember, you are beautiful the way that you are. And all you got to do is be healthy.